So this is some playing around. So there's been a long ongoing process that's probably lasted a little longer than it should, but some good discussion, some good insights into possible layouts for the OPIRG office. So without getting into much detail, I use the IKEA planner here, as you can see, and this is one layout. So basically, without too much time, there's like maybe a higher desk sort of table here with high stools, storage unit, for files. This is just plants, which I think are be a great addition to the office. The current desk arrangement in the corner. So here's the front door when you come in. That's the window looking into the hall here. So nothing really new over at this end. This is the current cabinet that we bought for storage, and so there's currently in this area. This is kind of new here. This would be another IKEA unit that is about half the height or so. It's the current height of the print what the printer's sitting on at this moment. So basically, it's another storage place for the things that are currently in that large metal gray cabinet and the paper and envelopes and stuff that are underneath the printer. So they could all be pretty much put in there. And then what we have here, so this is basically that I didn't have the exact tables, but basically our table configuration here should be 2 PCs, some iPad, laptops, the iMac. Okay, so the one big difference. Let's go into the space and explore it a bit. If it's going to go. Okay, so this is kind of a different look. So what, I don't have things like artwork to put up on the walls or anything, but if OPIRG has a brand, then we could maybe align the office with that. We've got permission if we wanted to remove the carpeting that's in there and polish the cement floors underneath for a kind of a cool look if we wanted. So anyway, the aesthetics, this is just me playing around, but anyway, there's like all kinds of options that we can explore around that. But basically, getting the furniture out of the way in a way that creates more space for collaborative work for our working groups and volunteers to come in and have a nice, enjoyable space. So one of the big differences here you'll see, like this wall is currently full of books. So the book situation is not a lot of the books get taken out. You can look at the numbers over the years, and they sort of have been dropping steadily for a number of years. Not to say that we want to get rid of all books, but there was a proposal put forward to have a very strongly themed library supporting our mission, and by really focusing on organizing books that assist in sort of how you organize to be successful with your social justice or environmental initiatives. So by that score, we could have shorter cabinets, book cabinets that then allow more wall space. So whiteboards, place to publicly and transparently, openly work out some of the issues which each group is having that are working on. I have all kinds of thoughts on excellent processes around that, I think, but that's for another time. But anyway, this is just a very, there's a couple slight moderations. This current one that we're looking at here would only involve a small amount of money and not any major changes except for the books, and that could even be phased in. Okay, so that's part 1, and let's just look at part 2 quickly. So this is another arrangement that has some of the elements that have been raised over the years that people want. So this is actually the current arrangement that as of this week right now. So we took the computer desk and I made a computer desk out of the extension piece for the board table over here because it was really stable. The other one wasn't really stable, and we got a $3,000 iMac sitting on it. So basically, if we wanted, we could have room for a couch or some comfortable chairs for people to relax. I like the idea of like a standing desk as well, which isn't here, but something definitely that I think should be an option for people to have a place to stand and work if they so wish for health reasons or whatever. Anyway, let's zoom in, have a look. Again, this is like a different configuration, but of the shorter shelving units that would replace the wall covering current ones. I think that would be ample for excellent resources that we already have that we would keep, and then add in some new resources around the new theme. So there's not much different. That's the new unit that we would need to buy for this configuration. Basically we have pretty much everything right now except for the couch, that one storage unit, and the shorter shelves, if I haven't missed anything here. So it's not a whole lot of money to make the change. A good investment in our space, because it is one of the most important aspects of OPIRG, is that we have physical space in the student center, and we can make it more viable for students to work on projects with some interactive tools in the space and work areas.